What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all good. So in today's video, I'm going to be trying out some new ALDI makeup. I literally just got back from ALDI just now, picked up some milk, picked up a cat bed, a DIY make your own little sloth animal thing for my pregnant friend. I feel like I need to just add that in just so I wasn't like just making a sloth, although that would be something I would do. And I picked up a lot of makeup as well, like a lot of makeup. I also had a large coffee. You might be able to tell. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So I have actually done a video on ALDI makeup before, which I will leave a link to down below, but obviously they launched a whole load of new stuff. Some things were, like, they just relaunched them as like their special buys, but they're products that I've tried before, like the concealer, which I don't know why I picked up another one, but okay. But yeah, we've got everything from like setting sprays, we've got cheek palettes, we've got a liquid eyeliner. But first of all, I'm gonna start off with this primer here. So this is called the Snapshot Ready Illuminating Primer. So I'm just gonna clip my little fringy bits at my face. Swing. Don't worry, I haven't abandoned the headbands. I just really want to just keep my hair straight today. Thank you. So yeah, first of all, I've got this primer here. So it says it's an illuminating primer. These look a lot like the Smashbox primers. Pretty sure I tried out one of like the hydrating ones before. But I'm gonna take a little bit of that. Doesn't really seem to have much of a smell. It's quite just like a standard smell. Oh, glowy, okay, good. We like a bit of glow. Oh, love a bit of glow. What am I saying? Oh, shut up, Steph. Shut up. Shut up, you. Shut the fuck up. Okay. That has definitely added a bit of glow to my skin. It feels nice. Hasn't balled up with my skincare or anything underneath. Not too shabby for a first impression. So now we're going to go in to the BB cream. Now, I bought two of these, as you can see. I got the one for light skin tones and then also the Summer Glow face cream because I was like, what is this? What is it? So just looks like that, fairly kind of standard packaging. And, ooh, okay. Is this like tinted? Is it not? Ooh, okay, so it's very sheer, but it does have like a bit of a glow to it. I'm now just gonna try out this guy here. What does it say? It says even skin tone, blurs lines and imperfections, boosts a healthy glow, up to 24 hours hydration, and it's got SPF 15. That's fabulous. Okay, so let me try it on this hand. I never swatch things with my left hand, so it's gonna be weird. Okay, that's very fair. If I just blend all of that out. Okay, blended out, it actually looks all right. I'm not sure it necessarily does too much. So yeah, it looks very sheer, but I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't been squeezing my face for a little while and my skin seems to really be liking it. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, this should be like a good time to try this. I think I'm actually gonna put it on with my fingers, or am I? Maybe I will do it with a brush, but I've already put it on my fingers. So I'm just gonna scoop you on there, okay? Hope you don't mind. Okay, and I'm gonna just start by buffing that into my skin and we'll see what it kind of looks like on the camera in a second. Do I think it looks like anything? Not yet. Seems to add a bit more of a glow to my skin, which is nice, but yeah, no real like coverage or anything yet. I know it's obviously a BB cream, so it is gonna be very, very light in coverage, but I don't really feel like my skin really looks any different. It's not doing anything bad to my skin at all. I would say it is maybe blurring out my pores a little bit, so it is doing something, I guess, but it doesn't really look like much, you know? Maybe I'll try this guy here, the glow one, because that one does seem like a slightly better color for me, even though it's not really supposed to do much. It says it's for all skin types, so I don't know. I don't know. Let's try that. Okay, that's orange, but it does seem to blend out, so we'll see. Okay. This one, I feel like it has a little bit more of something. I don't know what that something is, but there's something there. I think maybe it just has a bit more of like a goldeny tint to it, so I feel like it's doing more to my skin. It is actually quite nice though. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm not really seeing anything that's wowing me, but my skin looks nice. Like, you don't normally wear a BB cream unless you are going for more of a natural look. And I mean, with my brows done right now, it actually looks like quite a nice, just sort of going to the shops kind of makeup look. Or if you're someone that doesn't overly like coverage, or if you've got the most perfect skin and you don't need any coverage, then yeah, it doesn't look half bad actually. Yeah, I think I prefer this side to like the Summer Glow one more. I think basically this one just adds a little bit more bronziness than this one, but the general idea is the same. That actually does look really good, doesn't it? Like, I know it's looking shiny on camera. You would need to powder this down a bit, but actually, I'm going to do a little macro to show you guys how it's looking like right up close on my skin. But I do feel like I feel a lot more polished now I've got it on. I like that. I think it's not going to like blow your mind if you're looking for any kind of coverage, but it does smooth things out a little bit. It's like a little filter for your face. I recommend that. It's actually really good and really cheap as well. I think this cost me like £3 or something. So if you're looking for a BB cream, or if you're just looking for something that gives your skin a nice little glow, that's actually really good. I wasn't sure at first, but I really kind of rate it. So now I've got the Lacura Radiant Concealer in the shade Latte. So I have tried this before, unless they've changed it or anything, but it looks basically the same. I basically just got this because I saw BB cream and I thought I'm gonna want some coverage. So I'm gonna put some of that under my eyes. I do really like this stuff though. It is very, very similar to NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Fairly similar to Maybelline Fit Me as well. Just gonna kind of do that, I think. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna do a little bit down my nose too. There. And I'm also gonna go on my eyelids because I need to prime those bad boys. Do you guys actually use eye primer? Like, I never really see too many people using it. I never use it, like, ever. So I'm curious. Let me know. So I'm now just gonna blend all of that out using this brush. And we'll just see what this base is looking like after. Okay, this is looking really, really good right now. Like, obviously I've just blended out the concealer and everything. And it just looks really good and skin-like, but also like there's coverage from the concealer, but the rest of my skin where I didn't really need anything, like it just looks skin-like. It looks really good. So now I'm just gonna quickly powder everything down and we'll just see how this looks. Oh my God, I love this. Wait, I really like this a lot actually. Just set down my lid and my under eyes here. You know what? I actually really quite like how that looks. That looks really, really good on my skin, even now that I've powdered it down. It just looks very kind of just healthy. Like, I've still even got a bit of a glow there. I really like that combo. So now I have this highlighting stick here, which I think a lot of you guys have been very excited for me to try out. Some of you have been like, it's amazing. Now, normally I don't like these kind of highlighter sticks because I just find they take off my foundation a lot of the time. So let's just give this guy a swatch. It's got like a little hydration-y kind of thing in the middle and then the shimmeriness on the outside. Oh, okay. That's nicer than I thought it was going to be. Like, blended out. It just gives you a really nice sheen. I'm not going to apply this straight onto my face because I do think it will take off my foundation. But I am going to wiggle my finger around there and pick up some of the product. Or I might even just do it on a brush, actually. That would probably be the more hygienic way of doing things. Yeah, I'm going to take a brush. Same brush that I use for my concealer. And I'm just going to pick up some of that product there. It's like hard to see what I'm picking up here. And I'm just going to feather some of that on my cheeks here. Maybe tap it? I don't know. Ooh, you can really see it on the camera. Quite a bit more natural in person, but you can definitely see it there. Okay, and it is kind of interfering with the base. See, that's why I'm like always a bit iffy with these kind of things because I just find they can sometimes just add a bit more like almost oil to the base. But maybe I'll like use my foundation brush instead and tap that on there. Because if I kind of just like blend it in with what's already on my face. Yeah, that's a better way to do it. Okay, I'm going to use the brush and just kind of stamp that on. It does just make everything look a bit more glowy. That's really pretty actually. It does look a lot more subtle in person, like there's no real shimmer or anything, but it's giving me a nice little glow. I like it. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite thing ever because I don't really like using these kind of products, but the packaging's nice. Packaging's actually really pretty decent. And yeah, it just looks good on my skin. So yeah, not too shabby. So now we're gonna move into the product that I'm probably the most excited about. I picked this up thinking it was just gonna be like a blusher and bronzer palette, but turns out there's a highlighter in there, so we're sticking it on my face. So this is the Cheeky Cheeks palette. It has a bronzer, highlighter, and blusher in there. I'm wondering if it's maybe just like the bronzer, blusher, and highlighter that you could get in the little boxes that were kind of like a dupe for Benefit and stuff. Let's see. So again, nice packaging. Ooh, okay, now this looks different. I thought it was essentially gonna be like those little pans from the little boxes just shoved in a palette. Let me just take this film off. We've got a mirror in there, which is nice. It smells good as well. Kind of smells like kind of chocolatey, kind of vanilla-ish. Okay, plus points. because of the smell. So we need to swatch this highlighter quickly because I really didn't even know this was in here. Okay, it looks very kind of like chalky and powdery, but the color payoff is mental. So let me just swatch that there. Okay, that's insane. It does look very chunky on the skin right now, but let's see if I do a couple of swipes over it. That looks shit hot. Oh my God. Right, I'm just gonna wipe my finger on my sock because I'm not gonna try and pretend that I'm got my shit together. I don't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop on the bronzer with an angle brush. So there's no real kickback or anything, which is good. I like the fact that it comes with a mirror as well, although I do need to take the film off because right now it just looks like I'm looking through beer goggles. Swing. So I'm gonna just start by popping that in there. Okay, it's quite pigmented. And by quite pigmented, I mean very pigmented, so you really do not need a lot of this. I feel like I could have done my entire face with whatever I'm putting on my cheeks right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna stamp that on a touch. Looks good so far. So again, I'm gonna take some more, tap off the excess, and just get a bit of colour back in my face here. Ooh, that is a nice colour. It really does smell good as well. I know that shouldn't be like a selling point for me, but it really is. I'd love to make some makeup products one day that just smell like the best things ever. Like banana. Do you guys like the smell of banana? It's like one of my favourite smells. You know what I just remembered I did? I remembered I had like literally a glass of wine the other night, felt a little bit tipsy, like it's normal for me. And I ordered on Amazon just a big bottle of banana, like alcohol stuff. Just remembered that then. Completely slipped my mind otherwise. So I'm now just gonna quickly just bring that up on my cheeks a touch, because you guys know I always like to kind of contour a little bit first and then blend it upwards. I just like to shape the face and then I add the colour. It's a really good colour. I thought for a second it was too warm when I like put a lot on my cheeks here, but that was just, I think, because I didn't really feel like I was picking up much product because there wasn't any kickback, but yeah, it is still super pigmented. Nice, man. So now while I'm here, I'm just gonna take this blush shade. Let's quickly swatch that as well. It looks very shimmery actually. Yeah, very shimmery. So I'm just gonna pop a tiny little bit of that on my face. Okay, maybe a little bit more. This palette just smells so good. It's added, again, another little touch of glow, but like the colour's not as maybe bright pink as you might think. It actually looks quite natural in the skin. It actually looks a lot like NARS Orgasm. Let's face it, it does. Pretty. Okay, fine, I can't wait any longer. I need to try it as highlighter. I'm gonna swirl it around with my Zoeva Luxe Powder Fusion brush, and let's do it. That is really... really intense. That is so pigmented. It's actually almost a little bit much. And I really didn't take much. Like, tap my brush on there, tap off the excess. That's so intense. It's actually silly, but I love it. Ooh, that is, yep. That's really nice. Maybe looks the tiniest little bit textured, but that's only because it's not like the best quality powder, but the pigment is there. The pigment is very much there. Whoa. So now I'm gonna take a tiny little bit and just dot some on my snars. The huge, you know the drill. And also just down there. And then I'll go back in with my angle brush just to kind of dust it all out, make sure it's all blended. I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit more of that blusher, tie the two together. This palette is great. Like, I don't think it's the same as the little boxes that they did before. It might be like a similar, if not the same formula, I have no idea. But either way, I really like this palette. I think it's probably one of my favorite things so far. This highlighter is ridiculous. My God. All right, so now I'm gonna move on to the setting spray. So this is just called the Ocre Makeup Setting Spray, a long-lasting setting spray. Apparently perfect for the just applied makeup look all day long. Yeah, it's basically just a setting spray that's supposed to keep your makeup on longer. Is this gonna be like a dupe for Urban Decay All-Nighter? Because the packaging's kind of making me feel that way. The packaging's also kind of reminding me of Bare Minerals. I don't know. Okay, let me just... Okay, it smells different to the All-Nighter. It smells like roses, actually. It's nice. So, let's give that a spray. Yeah, it smells just like rose water, to be honest. Maybe it is just rose water. I'm actually curious, you know, because it's got the ingredients listed on the bottle, but it's a sticker. So I'm like, what's underneath? What is underneath? What have they changed? Conspiracy, maybe? I'm going to do a little comparison here. Oh, that's boring. There's no tea. There's no drama or anything. They just basically put, one says alcohol, one says alcohol denat. I don't know what that means, but it's basically no tea, just a setting spray. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, wow, my skin looks really good. Like, it looks good on camera. It looks really good in person. Like, you know how sometimes you can get like the makeup-y look? Like, it's obvious that I'm wearing makeup. Like, no one's cheekbones are that shiny in real life. But like, you can still see my skin underneath. You can still see the texture. You can see a couple of freckles and stuff. It looks really, really good. Like, this is actually one of my favorite bases I've had in a while. And it was so cheap, damn it. So now we're gonna try out this palette here. It's one of their Naturals palettes. I've tried out one of these before, so I'm assuming they're all kind of like the same. They're decent, they're not the best, but they are like a good palette for really, really cheap. So yeah, this one I have here is the smoky one. Looks like this. So I'm actually gonna take the brush because it actually looks decent. If I can get it out. Like this big fluffy brush with this little pencil on the end. I'm gonna try it. So first of all, by the way, it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes, I think, and then the rest are shimmers or glitters. This fossil shade here looks really pretty. It's like a kind of gunmetal, grey, silver sort of situation. Very nice. I think what I might do is first of all take some of the shade called Coffee, which is just exactly what you'll think it is. And I'm gonna run that through my crease here. I wanna do something smoky, but I don't wanna do something like really, really dramatic because I have to leave the house again later. 2 times in one day, it's like, poof, unheard of during lockdown. But yeah, I don't want to look like I'm ready to go for a night out when literally all I'm about to do is go to the doctor's. So I'm going to blend out Coffee in my crease. It's okay. It's not anything like wowing me. Maybe I'll take a different brush and try one that I know a bit better. Okay, that is a little bit better. So like the brush itself is fine. It's just not necessarily like the brush I would choose to use. Okay, there's a little bit of patchiness going on here. Like, can you guys, I can't wink with this eye, sorry. But like, you see there? Bit of patchiness right on the lid here. So I'm just trying to get rid of that really. I think I might even take a bit of Iron, which is a grey tone. And I might try and layer that up on the outer corner here. I like to use fluffy brushes with this kind of look, just because it makes everything really, really blown out and smoky. So yeah, I'm just gonna stamp that just right in my crease for now, and then I'll start to blend that in. Back in with a little bit more Coffee. I don't think I love this, TBH. Like, I'm making it work here, but right now I'm using such kind of like basic shades, a brown, a grey, and they're not looking amazing. I now think I'm actually gonna go in with that fossil shade there. Okay, the shimmers look pretty good. Tap that off, and I will sweep that on my lid here. Ooh, this color might save the day actually. This is like covering up any little mistakes here. It's going on really nicely. That is my kind of color. Yeah, that's all right. I rate the shimmers so far. There's not much fallout here with them either. So I'm just gonna do that. And I'm actually gonna go in with the shade Bronze as well, because I do want to add a touch of warmth to it. And basically gonna slap that over the top. Okay, we've got a bit of fallout with that one, but it doesn't look like anything too bad. Yeah, I kind of got rid of it. So I'm just gonna buff out the edges here. And then using this little, it's actually a really weird brush. It's not quite a pencil brush, it's like a really weird kind of angly one. I'm gonna go back in with the shade Coffee, tap that off, and just kind of sweep that on my lower lash line. Yeah, I'm not really feeling the matte shades. Like, they're okay, don't get me wrong. For a cheap palette, like the eyeshadows are absolutely fine. But it's not like a hidden gem or anything where it's cheap and it's amazing. It's cheap and it's okay. The shimmers are better than the mattes. Ooh, this eye makeup look is really bringing out like the greeny tones in my eyes. I like it. Okay, maybe like's a strong word. I don't mind it. That's better. So now for my inner corner, I'm going to go in with this shade here called Pure, which is like a kind of champagne-y rose goldy shade, I think. Yeah. So I'm just going to try and pop that on my inner corner and just kind of see how that looks before resorting to the face highlighter. I think I probably prefer this guy, so I'm going to try that instead. I'm going to put some of that on my brow bone there. Yes. And then also do a little bit of cleanup on the edges here because that matte shadow did really like to overblend there, actually. Let's just go in with my concealer brush and just kind of flick that out. Let's just make it work. Just flick it away and no one will ever know that I'm not actually that good at makeup. I mean, that palette's all right. Like I said, it's not a hidden gem in the fact that it's like, it's not amazing, but it is very good for the price. So if you're looking for a cheap eyeshadow palette, you can get the job done. You might have to do a little bit of clear up. You might have to do your eyes first just because of any fallout or whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't rush out to buy it. But if you do want a cheap smoky eye palette, this is okay. So now I'm going to try out this liquid liner. I had to double check that it was actually inside the box then because this is so light. Like, how much product is there in here? 0.35 mil. I don't even know what's like the normal amount to have in a liner, but that seems like a very small amount. Let me just try it here. Okay, very black and quite liquidy. I'm not going to do anything crazy here. You guys know I'm not really into like dramatic liner or anything. So I'm just going to go across my lash line. Do literally the tiniest little flick because I like how it makes my eyes look. Can you even see me as I'm hiding behind the mirror? Probably not. So just something kind of like that, and then I'll also go down here. Literally just like the most super simple liner there. That looks quite nice. It was very easy to apply. The eyeshadow already on my eye isn't clogging up the felt tip pen, which is good. I often find that happens a lot. I'm just kind of waiting for it to dry to see if it looks crumbly or anything, but it actually seems pretty good. Not very much product, I don't think, but again, like super cheap. Yeah, not too shabby. So now I'm going to try out the Too Legit waterproof mascara. I've tried out the original before, but I think they've maybe brought out new packaging or something. I don't really know. It did look a little bit different, but this is the waterproof one. Literally, you guys are going to cry when you see my mascara drawer. I have so many. Literally right down to the writing. You're not really going to be able to see it here, but it's even got like, yeah, literally the same writing and everything. How are you allowed to do this, Aldi? You're going to get yourself in a little lawsuit again soon. So I'm going to pop that on my lashes. I remember this mascara to be quite nice, but obviously I haven't tried out the waterproof one before, so we'll see what this is like. It's picking up all of my lashes individually and like separating them, which is nice. Go on the lower lash line. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, it's doing everything you kind of want it to do. Yeah, that's good. It's not necessarily like my go-to mascara kind of type, but it is a nice mascara. It's just separating my lashes a lot more than I would normally like, which sounds silly because that sounds like such a positive thing. But for me, I like it when I've got some chunky lashes on the go. But this does just kind of make them look really long and curled and separated. And yeah, it's good. It's a good mascara. If you want a cheap mascara, head on down to Aldi. I like it. I can't sit here and say that it's my new favourite, but it's a good mascara. Like, regardless of the price, it's just good. Okay, so now, last but not least, I have something from the reduced section, as you can see. So this was, rewind, start that again. This was originally $3.99. I got it for $1.49. They only had the shade Vogue, which is like a really bright red, but I thought it might work. I've got a little L'Oreal lip liner here, just so I can line my lips after. But yeah, this is how it looks. I've tried out one of the nude ones before, I think. Pretty sure I did. Did I? I think I did. So yeah, this is what the lipstick looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that on. That's a really nice red. Really nice. Oh, it's pigmented as well. Okay, I'm done. Oh my God. I forgot how good these smell as well. See, I'm just going to pop that on kind of messily because obviously I haven't lined my lips or anything. I will do that in a second. But yeah, that is a really bright red. I don't know. I feel like it looks a little bit much with like the kind of dark smoky eye situation, but it's all good. I'm just going to quickly line my lips here. Just tidy everything up. Just kind of like that. Yeah? Looks so weird because I've only obviously got one eye on. I'm just going to quickly, with an old tissue from the other day, blot this down just to make it look a little bit more matte because it's a bit too shiny for me right now. I mean, for like £1.50, whatever I paid for it, at like £1.50, that is a good lipstick. It's nice. It's pigmented, really pigmented actually. It's creamy, it's hydrating. If you need a new lipstick, if you need a new red lipstick, they are in the sale at the moment for £1.50. So yeah, even if you get them at full price, £4 for this lipstick is a good deal if you ask me. All right, so I'm now going to do my other eye off camera, surprise, surprise, and I will check back with you guys for the final look. All right, guys, so this is the finished look for now. I will be taking off the red lip in a minute because honestly, like, I'm not about this kind of look as such. I feel like the red lip's just a little bit too much right now. Literally going to the doctors and they'll be like, how are you? I'll be like, overall, I do really like how it looks. Like, not necessarily all together. Like, I feel like this eye look with this skin, I'd probably like to have something that's a bit more full coverage, maybe a little bit more matte because it does look very kind of like glowy, almost shiny on camera. But it definitely is more of like an everyday kind of makeup look. Like, I wouldn't necessarily sit down and do videos with this makeup, but I would definitely wear this base makeup on like a day-to-day basis because it actually looks really, really nice in person. So far, I'm pretty impressed. I have a feeling this base might not last for the longest time. Like, I kind of feel like it might go a little bit more oily to the point where it looks like just oily. Or I feel like it might kind of break up around my nose area a little bit. That's just like, just a feeling that I've got. But we will see later on. It's currently 2:34 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna go about my day. Like I said, I haven't got too much to do today, and I will be taking off the red lip in a second. But yeah, I'm just gonna wear this on my face for a little while, and I will see you later, and we'll see how it wears. All right, guys, so it's a little while later. It is now 10 to 10 in the evening. So obviously I changed my lip, and I definitely prefer how it looked with a nude lip. Obviously this one has worn off now. But yeah, definitely more into it with a nude. But I did still really like the red lipstick, just maybe not with all of this. Honestly, I was expecting it to look a lot worse because obviously this makeup is super dewy and it's not like overly full coverage because essentially I do just have like a tinted moisturizer on. But no, it still looks pretty good in person. It maybe has worn down a little bit like around my mouth and everything, just kind of like the areas that move. Like maybe on camera it looks a little bit more shiny than I would like, but again, this isn't like filming makeup for me. When you're filming, you usually have to wear more makeup than you would normally, more coverage, more powder, all that jazz. But for me, this is a really nice kind of everyday look. So yeah, overall, I am pretty impressed. I've got to say my favorites, oh my God. The cheek palette, wherever I put it, I've already lost it. There we go. The cheek palette, get it. It's very, very good. Also, if you haven't seen me do a first impressions video before, I did actually feature this recently in another video, the liquid highlighter or liquid illuminator drops. They still have them. I saw they also have them on the website. These are great. Obviously didn't test them out in this video, but I've used them before and they are very, very nice. BB cream's good, concealer's good, mascara's good, lip product's good. Everything is good. The one thing I would maybe say, like, it could be a bit better. Like, you can't knock it because it is still so cheap, but the eyeshadow palette could be better. Like, if it was the same kind of quality as the cheek palette, I'd be well up for that. But like, it's hard to say because it is so cheap. But it's like, if another brand did a palette this cheap, it probably wouldn't be this good. So like, it's better than normal, but I still think they can do better. Is that too harsh? I don't know. But yeah, basically get your ass down to Aldi because they've got a whole load of new makeup and a whole load of new skincare, which I've tried before, which is also very good. They always seem to sell out of their makeup products pretty quick, so go. What are you waiting for? Stop watching this video, like and subscribe. Go to Aldi. Go to the Aldi website and just go. Just do it. I'm like shooing you away. Hurry up. Oh, I feel mean. I feel mean not doing my outro, just telling you guys to go away. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Now go to Aldi. Go get some cheap makeup. You're welcome.